Students, so in today's video we will about vegetative propagation and sexual reproduction in flowering plants. So here vegetative propagation means production of plants by means of vegetative parts. So propagation means increase in number, and vegetative is term added because the number get increased by the vegetative parts of the plant, and the vegetative parts are root, stem and leaf. These are vegetative parts because they do not participate in sexual reproduction of plant. That's why they are called as vegetative parts. And when the plant will increase its number by these parts, the whole process is called as vegetative propagation. For example, from roots, dahlia, sweet potato; from stem, potato, ginger; and from leaf, bryophyllum. So all these example you have to cram. It is asked in board exam. So what is the advantage of vegetative propagation? The major advantage of vegetative propagation is that the flower and fruits is produced earlier than usual, produced from seeds. So easy to grow. These two are measured advantage. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. So flower is considered as reproductive part of plant, but flower has so many parts. Some parts are main reproductive parts and others are accessory reproductive parts. The main reproductive parts includes stamen and pistil. These two are main reproductive parts. Stamen have two parts, anther and filament. This is anther and the stalk is called as filament. Anther produces pollen grains which produce male gamete. Pistil have three parts: stigma, this stalk is called as style, and ovary. So these three parts together form pistil. Inside the ovary there are one or several ovule and one ovule when get fertilized it will form seed. So you have to keep in mind the accessory reproductive parts are sepals and petals. They help in the process of reproduction, but they are not considered as main reproductive parts. Pollination. So pollination you must have learned in lower classes. Pollination means transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma. This process is called as pollination. If the transfer takes place in same flower or in one flower, it is called as self-pollination. If pollen of one flower is transferred to the stigma of another flower, it is called as cross-pollination. There are several agencies that help in the pollination process. The pollen grain may be carried by wind, water, or insect, sometimes birds also. Fertilization. So fertilization is the process of fusion of male and female gamete. When pollen grain land on the surface of stigma, it will germinate and a tube is formed in the pistil. That tube will go towards the ovule and enter into the embryo sac. Within the embryo sac, ovule is there, and the nuclei of the pollen grain will fuse with egg present in the embryo sac. This fusion is called as fertilization and it results in the formation of zygote. Zygote when divides it forms embryo and fertilized ovule form seed and ovary after fertilization form fruit. So fruit is nothing but the fertilized ovary. So that's all for now. We will discuss sexual reproduction in human beings in our next video.